Hello everybody and welcome back to Farmhouse Dynasty. So there's been a few updates since the previous episode. Firstly, we've got the condition bar just here, which has been modified. Basically, instead of just a generic condition bar, you now have two sides to it, so you can balance your sleep with your food. Ideally, both need to be full. That's the first thing. Secondly, we've got the weather forecast just here. We've also got the current weather forecast here, so you can see 2 days in advance, and currently we have sunshine every day, which is pretty good. So let's go over to the farm first of all. I think probably we're going to be finishing off, or at least starting and finishing a job to do with getting the cedar. And I think this job is actually the final one we have to do, so we are pretty close to completing every task, with the exception of the very first task which you have to do, which is called Home Sweet Home. I have still not completed it, because it's actually quite difficult to complete. If you miss just the slightest thing which needs to be repaired, it won't finish. So I've obviously missed something. It will be somewhere, probably in the attic or something. So yes, we have to do a bit of a hunt around for that, but as soon as it's done we get 20,000 social points, which is quite an impressive number. And it will actually help us find a wife as well. Obviously it does improve our social skills. Is it worth sleeping? Probably, I would say it is. It would be good to. Mainly because the more we sleep, the more the crops grow. We'll shut the front door. I'll just have a quick scan around in here. I think everything's repaired. Oh, I've just walked into a door. Everything looks pretty good in here as well. My mouse sensitivity is set to the minimum, but it's still fairly sensitive. Yep, that seems to be all finished. Likewise, I would say it's all done in here. It's not even necessarily in the house, it could be outside. For example, it could be the fence. I think I've finished the fence, but there could still be a piece of it which is, you know, either rotten or damaged. And everything seems to be good in here. Interesting. Well, I'm sure we'll discover where it is later. And of course, if you do see anything in the video, trying to get through the hatch in the roof. If you do see anything in the video which needs to be repaired, then please do feel free to comment down below. Seems to be good. And finally, actually, the wall down there isn't necessarily done. We can do that. Yeah, I think we'll put some scaffolding up later. But first we need to sleep with our nail gun. It's a good rest. Very good rest. The sleep is at 100%. The food is 66%. So let's put this to 100 if we can do. An egg. Nice. Perfect. There are more eggs available in the nest box, so we'll go over there in a second. But first, our morning jump. Let's just see. Okay, well, nothing needs to be repaired as such, I don't think. But we do need to put in the scaffolding to upgrade the guttering. Oh, I'm stuck on the fencing. That's better. Okay. I want to go up there. I can reach from here. Just about. Yeah, I would like to go further up. I think actually we'll do this first. Maybe it's incorporating the upgrades as Home Sweet Home. If it is doing, then we've got quite a few more to do. For example, doing the roof shingles and all that kind of stuff, roof tiles. Yeah, it probably is actually. So there is a fair chunk left to finish off. Right, that's that done. Lovely. Everything seems to be good here. The roof needs to be worked on. Right, okay. Now for the more scaffolding. That should be enough, hopefully. Number 2, I want to go higher. Yeah, there we go. So we'll finish off the house here. And as soon as I've got the building materials, we'll do the roof. And finally, perfect. Right, just going to scan around for anything that needs to be repaired. Can't see anything at all, so I will continue upgrading. So let's just go on to the minimap first. This is our general store. This is our building depot, which is where we have to go to get roof tiles, all that kind of stuff. Now to transport them, ideally we need to have the minivan, but we might be able to transport them anyway without it. We will see. Let's jump onto my tractor. What an entrance. And yeah, we'll go over there. Set the marker. Let's go. Or as Mr. Burns would say, let's roll. Now the steering wheel support was actually pushed back. I think it's only been pushed back a week or two, so hopefully very soon it will be put into the game. But I think most of you will agree that it's better to push it back and do it properly than it is to rush it out and then maybe have glitches and malfunctions with the steering wheel. Because you never know, if it was done badly, then who knows, if you turn right on the steering wheel, you may go left, who knows. But yeah, I do think that pushing something back is a very sensible idea if it would mean rushing it otherwise. So I really do think that the developers have actually done a pretty good job so far with keeping us updated and updating the game itself. I'm quite impressed, and I think generally everybody else is too. From reading the Steam forums, I do stay on there quite a bit. I've never commented, ever, but I've read most of the comments on there. So if you have posted anything on the Steam discussion page for Farmhouse Dynasty, chances are I have read it. We'll just go around here. Why put a gate there if we can drive round? Ah, they're blocking in their own farm. A wise idea. Well, here is the building material depot. I have entered from the wrong way. But we'll see what we can buy. We need pretty much everything, I would say. But when it comes to transporting this, I don't know how it's going to work exactly. We might have to wait until we have the minivan. Okay, if you can even buy anything at this stage. You can do. You can. Wood glaze, scratch coat. We already have some of the, I think it's just general metal. We've got bricks. We need, yeah, that's it, ceramic roof. You can find it on the unloading ramp, okay. I'll get a few more bricks. Bitumen roof, air bricks. We'll buy everything. Finish coat, scratch coat, metal roofing. Ah, it's full. Can we move it though? Probably not. I think we have to use the... Oh no, you can. You can. You just gotta select what you want. I see. So we could run all the way home with this selected. A nice idea. But yeah, really we need to get the minivan to be able to move them properly. So, we have the ceramic roof. I'm going to go home. I'm going to teleport just because this may take a while. We should be able to teleport to the harvester. Wherever I've put it. Where did I put the combine? Interesting. It's here somewhere. It's definitely here. Right, here we are. I did find the combine harvester eventually. Oops. Let's go back up here. Double steps and then onto the roof. Rebuild the old planks with new ceramic roof. Sounds like a decent idea. Oh, look at that. So much better. It is going to use quite a few tiles here. But for the first time ever, we're going to have a waterproof roof. Looks so much better. It does take a while to do though. It's good. One side is finished. Although actually, yeah, I say it took a while, but in real life, if a job took that short amount of time for a job so in depth, I don't think anybody would complain. For real life standards, this is too fast. way too fast, but for in-game standards, it's perfect. Just the right speed. Okay, let's finish off. We do have to re-roof all of our buildings, actually. Look at that. The Home Sweet Home achievement, or quest, is to completely renew your farm. So, I would say this is part of renewing the farm. No doubt about that. Rebuild with bitumen. Oh no, ceramic roof. Okay, we'll do that then. An upgrade. Nice. So, I would say from here, the barn is the next place to go to. We only need to put scaffolding up where we have to access the roof itself. So, just the one piece should be enough. There we go. Rebuild it. That is far better. I don't know what I'm going to do up here though, because there's already a different style of roof. We might be able to overwrite it, as you would maybe call it. Yeah, replace it. We'll see in a second. In fact, it would be nice to see what the building looks like from a distance. Ooh, look at that. Far different. Much better though. Much better. Right, here we go. Let's try it out. We can indeed replace it. I think that is probably a fairly cheap shingle. So you'd have thought the ceramic roof would be better. I would call it an upgrade. Looking good. I'm going to continue. I'll see you in a second. Just finishing off. And it's done. The barn has a roof. This time, I need to jump. Okay, that didn't work. We'll put some more scaffolding up. I'm going to have a session of just removing old scaffolding. I want to go higher. It only has one stage. In that case, we're going to have to... That's better. We'll do the same to this roof. We'll change the wooden planks to ceramic, just to make it more weatherproof and longer lasting as well. And then finally, we'll finish off with the barn roof itself. And the final piece of the roof. We're pretty much done. And what a difference it makes. Look at that. The whole farm has just been transformed by just putting a new roof on. So I think you can also render the wall. I don't know if it's actually calling it rendering as such, but you can indeed upgrade it. So, if we go over to, where's it gone? Up here. If we go back to the John Deere, I'll take a look and see what we've got over here. What would it be? Concrete plaster? I would guess that. Actually, I don't think we've got the right material for that, but the planks for the door can be upgraded. That one's done with wood glaze, so we can reglaze them. We do have to do the interior walls as well, because it's a bit of a, well, let's say a dump. It looks like a bit of a dump in here. So we need to upgrade everything that we can do. There doesn't seem to be an engineer's site for this, so we can't really see exactly what can be upgraded. You have to walk up to all the different things. The pantry probably doesn't need to be upgraded at all, because it's just a pantry. So we'll leave it as it is. But everything else can be, if we have the right materials, changed for the better. So I think if I just go back over to the combine harvester, I'll move it because my teleportation point is quite hard to find. The game is going to add some more teleporting points in, or just ways of being able to move about the map. So we'll have to keep doing it between machines, but for the time being, I'll put it over here. Seems strange, but it does work quite effectively. Back up to the building materials store. So, what did I miss out on? There are a few things. Ah, there's the shingle. Yeah, so I think we have bought most of the stuff. You just need to select the correct thing. Concrete plaster, finish coat. They're a bit close together, these. Which one would it be? Mortar plaster, finish coat and scratch coat. Maybe this one first. Right, so we have the scratch coat here. I'll just put the light on. Okay, is that on? It is. It's just quite dark. So here goes. Let's replaster, or at least begin to replaster, our house on the inside. The wallpaper is fairly ugly and obviously very damaged, so this is going to be a vast improvement. It's quite fast to do this too, but there are quite a few rooms to do. In fact, every single room needs to be done. It seems to have had this same old flowery looking wallpaper everywhere, which I'm sure was very nice when it was in good condition, but now it's all been damp and everything. It isn't very nice to look at, and I should think it's fairly smelly as well. So for a nice house to live in, it's going to have to be replastered. So I'll continue here in a time-lapse form, and then we'll go back and we'll get the finish coats. Okay, so the plaster is done on the inside. Let's just have a walk through. I put away my my tools. So you can see the roof is done, the ceiling's done I should say, the walls is done. Everything is done. And it looks much better. This isn't the finish coat, so we still have to go back probably tomorrow and sort it out. But yeah, we're just going to have to wait for it to dry. It's a vast improvement, all the ceilings are done. I hope I haven't missed nothing. I don't think I have done. But I think you'll agree, it is much better than it was before. But it's just going to take a day or so to dry out properly. So we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching, hope you've enjoyed the video. And until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.